Guess what, Heather?
What's up?
We just got an email.
Yeah?
Someone wants to sell us a rather large game collection.
Like how large?
And he said, quote, multiple truckloads.
Oh God.
Yeah. So we're probably going to have to come in here tomorrow just to process this trade and see what he's got.
Sounds like a plan.
It's been a pretty good day for toy trade-ins today, actually. So we got a lot of these NECA turtle figures here. These are really nice quality figures. We got the Super Shredder there. Some of them are like the Universal Monsters themes, you know. I think these look awesome. Got pretty much the whole set here, I believe. There might be one or two missing. There's like the Raphael there. Got the April O'Neil. Casey Jones is the Phantom. It's pretty cool. Creature from the Black Lagoon. Wolfman, Mummy. Got a Chase Casey Jones Funko Pop there. There's also some G.I. Joe Classifieds. These have been pretty popular here too. And the Motu remake figures here. As well as a little loose, I think it's like a McFarlane Superman. And then these guys here, these are really awesome. I think these are from about 2007. It's like a Marvel Select Zombies figures. You got the Hulk there, and then the Spider-Man. Here's some game trades we've had in the last couple of days here. We got a lot of good shelf filler PS2 games here. Nothing super special. Jaws game at least is a little uncommon. Got a Shrek, Grand Theft Auto. Got some more, shelf filler type PS3 stuff here. The Call of Duties, Dead Rising, all stuff that's still pretty popular. Got a couple of NES games here. Again, nothing special, just shelf filler. Got a complete in box, not for resale, Sonic 2, and Echo Tides of Time. And then we got 3 really good GameCube games, which is awesome. Don't get many of them, and especially complete in box ones is nice. We got Mario Superstar Baseball here. Got a real clean, complete copy of Wind Waker and a Pokemon XD. I already had one of these, but it was printed artwork and not complete, so it's nice to have a complete one with the original case there. You working through some of that Backstock, Heather?
I am, yes. I figured if we are going to get multiple carloads worth of games tomorrow, possibly, we should probably get through the older stuff that we've had sitting around.
Yeah, we've had a lot of Backstock back there for a while. This is, believe it or not, kind of getting near the end of it now. I think we had probably at least twice this much back there at one point, but we're slowly kind of getting through it. Of course, it sounds like tomorrow we will be back to square one. All right, so it's Monday. Normally we're closed today, but had to come in, catch up on some work. But we also have this guy coming today. It's supposed to be selling us a pretty large collection, so I'm kind of waiting on him to show up. Hopefully that goes good, and I'll show you what we got. All right, so he just dropped off the first load of stuff now. I'm not sure if or when he's going to bring any more back, but for now, it looks like quite a bit of PS1 and PS2 stuff in here. We got some Super Nintendo and Genesis cartridge-based games in here, which is nice. I don't get as much of that, so I like to see that. In here, looks like some Xbox, some 360. There's a Pokemon Sun and Moon there. Some more Xbox stuff here. Some NES, and it's like maybe 2600 in there. Got a Fable 3 controller here. A little rough condition on the packaging, but that should clean up. Got a complete in box Super Scope. Got a Fable 3 Collector's Edition in there, and a complete in box Model 2 Genesis. I'll go through all this stuff and maybe show you guys some of the highlights of it once we get it all sorted out. All right, so he accepted the offer. It took us about 3 hours, I think, to go through it all. Had to have Heather take a longer lunch break from her job to come up here and help me with it, but we got it done. He's happy with what we offered him, so I'll break down what we got now. All right, here's some of the better stuff in the collection here. We got some GameCube games. We don't get a whole lot of those, which nobody seems to really. Got a copy of Tales of Symphonia, that's nice. And Lord of the Rings, Naruto game. We got a complete in box Model 2 Sega Genesis. A couple of complete in box Zelda games here. Unfortunately, they're in really rough condition, but still the cartridges are in good shape and everything inside. It's just the boxes are beat. So got a copy of Link to the Past and Ocarina here. Got a complete in box 3DS. Now this is in really good condition here. The screen looks nice, everything's good on that. Got a complete in box Super Scope 6 bundle. And then this Fable 3 special edition controller here that's still sealed, never been opened on that. That's pretty nice. Got some Game Boy games, Game Boy Color here. Nothing super special there. Did get a Pokemon Diamond and a Ultra Sun here. Some 64 stuff, which I always like to see. You got Milo's Astro Lanes there, Turok, 007, a lot of the good ones that people want, that Killer Instinct, Star Fox. You know, some of these are in pretty rough condition. We're going to definitely have to clean those up before we can get them out to sale, but we'll get them looking nice before we sell them. Got the Castlevania there. Then we got some more Pokemon stuff here. Got the double pack of Sun and Moon, both of those in really good condition, complete. Got a X and Y here, a copy of Final Fantasy IV, and a Kingdom Hearts DS game. And a lot of this is shelf filler stuff, but shelf filler stuff is good. That's really what sells more than anything. There is a sprinkling of some more rare, and harder to find stuff in here as well. So we can start with the Sega Genesis box games here. Got a copy of Virtual Bart, which we've never had in, so that's kind of nice. The rest of this fairly common shelf filler stuff. Got some Wii games, nothing special there. But the Mario and the GoldenEye here are both factory sealed, so that's kind of cool. Got some good PS2 shelf filler stuff here, some 007, Neo Contra, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Bully. The Mortal Kombat games, always have people asking for those. Got an Avatar, Need for Speed. Some other just kind of solid shelf filler titles for the PS2 here. But then we got a copy of Mr. Mosquito, which is nice because we just sold the copy we had at Siege last week, so we replaced that. Now we got Def Jam Vendetta. Got a copy of Tales of the Abyss. Got Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles there. Final Fantasy. Tales of Symphonia. Got the House of the Dead 2 and 3 collection here. And the SNK Arcade Classics. And then some loose Genesis games to go with that. Again, just good shelf filler titles. Nothing too special. And Double Dragon 5 I don't see as often, or the Streets of Rage 2 here. Okay, now here's the NES and Super NES portion here. It's getting a lot of shelf filler, but we really need that for Super Nintendo. It don't have all. It's probably the smallest selection we have in here. So, and just nothing super special, but all decent games. There's a couple of good ones here. We got Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Star Fox, another Donkey Kong Country, Kirby Avalanche, and a Ultima there. That's pretty nice. We got some more pretty good NES titles and stuff here though. Got the Ninja Gaiden, Marble Madness there, Donkey Kong Jr. It's just pretty solid, decent stuff. A lot of this we don't actually have right now, which is crazy because we have a pretty large NES selection. So we got some Double Dragon there. Mighty Bomb Jack is one we didn't have. Circus Caper. Some more popular titles down here like Battletoads. Got a Double Dragon 3. Puss in Boots, which is not super rare but pretty uncommon. Got the first two Castlevanias there. Mega Man 3, it's always nice. Don't see a lot of Mega Man. Krusty's Funhouse. Got Contra and Metroid. Final Fantasy. Got another copy of Link here. All pretty good titles here that actually a lot of people have already been asking for, so I'm sure some of this will probably be going immediately. All right, here's a little bit more here. We got some Dreamcast stuff, which we don't get very often. A couple good ones there, Sonic Adventure and the Ready to Rumble 2. Got some PS1 games here. Pretty decent shelf filler. A couple of uncommon titles there. Final Fantasy 9, Star Ocean. I've never even seen this one before. Evil Zone. Crusaders of Might and Magic, a Bandicoot. Got an old Game Boy Color organizer thing there. I don't know what you call that. Long box PS1 game. Got a copy of Ribbon here. A Street Fighter 4 fight stick for the 360. Got a couple of special editions here. This Fable 3 one's pretty nice. Some more just shelf filler 360 games. A couple of good ones there, like that Tales of Vesperia, Divinity 2, nice. Got some PS3 stuff. A couple more Tales games here. There's one here. Let's see what that Ratchet and Clank. Got Tales of Graces there. Last Rebellion. That's a pretty decent one. Some original Xbox here as well. And so it wasn't quite in multiple truckloads like he said, but still a pretty good sized collection.
Yep, I think that he's got multiple truckloads, but he started with one, and he might be bringing some more stuff back. So.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. Give us a little bit time to recoup from what we spent. So hopefully we'll get some more from him in the future.